Hey guys, welcome back. So in this video I will talk about the pick method of stream API, and I will show you how the pick method is different from the for each. Okay, so let's say this is your stream of a string, right? And this I have told you couple of time. Now since this is the stream, when I will call a stream dot, let's say if I will call filter. So first I need to write some filter. So filter, you know that filter what it takes predicate, okay, and predicate has a test method. Clear? So let me write a filter x, which one by one the string will get assigned here. I will write x dot contains. So let's say if contains o, this is my filter. Okay, sorry, it became 0. I'll write o dot pick. You pick this data, and pick will actually accept consumer. Okay, so consumer means I will write whatever data comes, just pick it up and you just process it. Okay, because it's a consumer. Y, and then dot collect all the data, right? I will tell you what is the difference between for each and this pick. Collector dot to list. Okay, collect in terms of list. So the major difference, guys, if you look at when I called here to pick and then I have called collect, which means the pick is returning a stream. Okay, if I will just place mouse over here and if I'll write here pick is equal to, and let's say write pick data, so that the reference name will be different. So, and when you just go and hover here, let me comment this. So let's see that what is the return type. Return type will be the stream of a string. You can see that is the reason on this pick data. Okay, I can call dot collect method. I can call that collect method. But now here what happens, since on this pick, okay, you are, so on the filter you are calling the pick, and on the pick, since it returns a stream of a string, you are collecting the data to the list. So let's run this. When you run this, what happens, 1 2 4 got printed. You know why 1 2 4 got printed? Because you have a filter conditions. Okay, and then the pick called. So when the pick got called, it picked up all the item, okay, which contains 0, and then you are collecting to the list. So this list I can write a new list, and let me show you. I can write a new list like this, because this is going to be my new list. Okay, whatever old list I have, and this is my new list. So I can print this one also to show you. So if I will run now, you can see that this is my new list. Okay, and pick got processed. Now you might be thinking, if I have to process, why can't I just go for each loop? Yes, of course you can go for each loop, but the problem what happens is when you write a for each loop, the return type is not going to be the same, guys. So if I'll write here for each, this also accept consumer. So now if you look at the return type here, what is the return type, that we need to understand. Okay, when I place mouse over here and click on local variable, see the return type is the object. Okay, the object is nothing but a string. Why error is coming? Okay, the return type is actually void. Okay, so it is saying that you cannot return anything by calling for each. So that is the reason for each, since I cannot return anything, I cannot call collect method and some other method. You clear? Whereas the pick, when you call pick method, it basically returns the stream of a string. So basically it returns the stream of object, whereas the for each loop return type is the void, so you cannot store anything. This guy will not return anything. That's the difference, guys. Okay, now go for the second example. Second example here, it is again you know that since it is a stream, so this is the way you can convert your string to the stream. Why so? Because we want to use the method provided by the stream API. I want to use that. So first I need to convert the string to the stream. That's how we can do that. This is one way of doing that. The second is, if you have the list of a string, you can just call list.stream. It will get converted to the stream of object. Then dot filter. So here I have a filter on the length. So if the length is greater than 3, pick that. Okay, pick that, and then just, this is your consumer, it will just print that filtered value is equal to, then dot map. So what you do, once whatever length is greater than 3, pick that and change it with the double uppercase. Okay, so a string has a method called toUpperCase. So if you will just press Control click on toUpperCase, this is your method in the string. What it does is, it will change your data to the uppercase. So this guy will convert your data to the uppercase till here, map it. Okay, so once it got converted, then again you are calling that the pick. So pick the data. Now there is no more filter. Okay, the same data will get picked up, and then whatever you got converted to the uppercase, collect as a list. Okay, collect as a list till here, right? And this is the simple one where you have just you have a filter and for each loop. So the difference what I wanted to show here is, pick returns a stream of object, whereas for each return type is the void. So when you will call, instead of pick, when you will go and call for each, okay, probably you can't write map and all that. Okay, see, let's see that I'm doing that. See, the error has started coming because the for each return type is the void. So you cannot call whatever map you have written, and again, since see, map also returns a stream of object. Okay, then again you call a pick also again returns the stream of object, then you can call a collect. So you can see that, see, these things actually the real time of things, in real time we do that a lot of data processing side. So that's how you can achieve that. So if I will run here, you can see that the output will come very fine. So this is your filtered value 3, then mapped value. So see, it was small, got converted to uppercase, again it was small, got converted to uppercase. You can see that this is all because of why only 2 data. The reason being is we have check on that, right? Now let's say whatever you have, if you want to store into list, okay, if you want to store into a variable, and when you actually write like this, so this is the return type is actually is going to be a list. So I can print the list also. Okay, if I will print the list, what I will see is my list will have only upper data. You can see that this is my list has uppercase because of this conversion. Okay, now come to the example number 3rd, where what I have, if you look at here, is I have a stream of object, user object, a stream of user object. And if you look at here, a stream.off, so stream.off has a method which accept multiple object. Okay, which will accept multiple object, right, comma separated. T triple dot means this value can be of multiple value of same type. Okay, you can store multiple value of the same type. So if you go and look at here, this is user. Okay, so in this same package I have created one user, and user has one field name, and so I have getter and setter, and then I'm overriding the toString method. So if you look at here now, it has a user AABBCC. So you have 3 user and you have generated the stream out of it. Now on this stream I can call a pick, and when I'm calling a pick method, inside that, if you look at what I'm doing, that in the pick method I have this consumer. What it will do is, it will pick up the object one by one. So when you say u is nothing but your user object. Okay, so the user object will, first user object will get assigned here, then u dot set name, whatever name this user has, getters and setters also, right? You have set name and get name. So I'm trying to change the name, set name, you get the name again and change to the lowercase. So whatever username you have in the uppercase, it will get converted to the lowercase, and then return type of till here is nothing but a stream of object. So a stream of user object. So then I can call a for each loop. So dot, you can see that I'm calling a for each loop on this. Okay, if I'll call the for each loop, and when I will write a consumer here, okay, the print ln will get the data one by one from this user. It will get the data one by one from this user. So it will basically, it will get a user object one by one, And since in the user object, if you look at, I am overriding the toString method, so this will get called on every object and the data will get printed. So if you look at, if you run this, you can see that your all whatever data you had inside the object all became small. Why all became small? Because of through pick, what I'm trying to do that is I am converting to a lowercase, okay, because as you know that pick will take consumer. So through consumer you can actually, so if you look at here, this is ideally, it is not returning anything, it is just processing your request. So whatever your username is coming, it is getting processed and getting converted to the lowercase, and then same time you are running a for each loop, so it is getting printed, right? With this I'll close the video. I hope that you are able to understand the pick. Okay, thank you guys, thank you for watching this.